All right. Well, what's up, gamers? It's your MILF. We are back. We're doing post-stream or post-game content. There is an endless mode. We're gonna date everybody except Baptiste. But we're gonna date everybody that matters. Baptiste lovers, I'm sorry. I know nothing about Piece. It intimidates me too much. Oh no. One Piece is not that bad. Not that bad. It takes time, but I can't believe you just spelled out /J. Box, I love you. All right, congratulations. You've overcome every challenger and emerged as the most talented potion maker in Rafta. You're now free to enjoy Rafta at your leisure with no looming competitions or debt payments. Continue crafting potions, customizing your shop, befriending or romancing your fellow vendors, and haggling with customers in an infinite progression of days. Above all else, have fun. You know, I do really like that this game has an endless mode. I think that's really, really nice. Is that Oswald sitting there? Oh my god, look at him! Look at him! Oh my god! I like that he's chilling there. You know what we should do? What potions have we not done the master of? I don't think I've done this one, yeah. Okay, A and E, huh? I guess, I mean, if I don't really care about... Yeah, I guess if I don't really care about the traits, I can just, like, lob them in, you know? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. I think that'll get superior. Can I take this off and maybe do another one of these? Really? Okay. How about... Dum ba da 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 dum. Ba da da ba da ba dum ba dum bum be do do da. Okay, so that and then like a 30. How about you? God, I hate it here. This is perfectly balanced. This'll perfectly balance it. I'm just like, ugh, I don't wanna. Okay, so we'll use these because we have a bunch of them. Brew. All right, so that is our stamina potion. We've made the speed potion. We've made the tolerance potion. Really, we haven't made the fire tonic, like, yet? All right, so that is A and C. So we have this. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Yeah, that'll do it. Dum dum da dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 Okay, I need something small. This? Yeah. All right. I probably didn't even need to go that ham. But we did it anyway. All right, so that is fire tonic. We've made that. We haven't made this one. This is B and D. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Do-do-do-do. Pick that up. There we go. Toad, thank you for subbing and for being amazing and awesome. 39, thank you. Miku number. I hope you're having a good day. All right, A, B, C. Amazing. What? Oh, dang it. All right. Oh, dang. Nabbit. I do. Where's the Teto number? It's 69. One, two, three. I need something that has all three. But that's too much. I need a better cauldron. That was Oswald down there. His picture. Well, yeah, I forgot that we put all these in here. Yeah. Never any pressure, Toad. Good. Tonight's snack is pineapple. Ooh. Well, I had mango. Alright. My beloved. Mwah, Muck Tuck. Hi, baby. Wait, there's more? Wait, there's more!
Now is the time for boldness, dear Sylvia. Boldness, bravery, and an unerring talent for counting syllables.
Counting syllables? Wait a minute.
Ah, I I see the spark of realization in your eyes. I trust you understand my intention.
Sweetheart, did you bring me to a poetry slam?
I love that we called him sweetheart.
Does the idea fill you with the slow dawning dread of a walrus in the desert?
Absolutely.
Thus should it be, for a poetry slam is an artistic gauntlet, the likes of which you and I have never known. As crafters of physical media, we must be thoughtful and deliberate in our workings. One might argue that our most important ingredient is time itself, the time and the patience to apply it judiciously. Not so in this arena. Here, we must be nimble, quick-witted, and most important of all, we must be fearless!
I love him so much!
Because of stage fright? Pretty sure I overcame mine somewhere between wrecking Roxanne and crushing Corsac.
And yet, in those competitions, you were rightly confident in your abilities. You knew you could rely on your skill with potions. I would wager that the same could not be said for your skill as a poet.
Are you insulting my poetry?
You'd win that bet.
Because you're right.
Thus, the true challenge of the Poetry Slam. We must give ourselves permission to do poorly.
You know, that is good advice. That is actually legitimately good advice. Even for other things, you have to kind of let yourself be bad at something before you can be good at something.
To unveil an artistic creation at its most incipient, to share a draft that is as rough as they come, and to forgive ourselves for producing art that is less than perfect.
Yeah, I fucking love him so much. Why you? This is the perfect character. This is the perfect character. This one. Sylvia understands what he's getting at. After weeks of fixating on a creation of a masterpiece, Muktuk needs to cut loose. He needs to give himself permission to be less than perfect. Having devoted so much time and energy to refining her own craft, Sylvia sees the appeal. She volunteers and takes the stage while Muktuk watches with bated breath. She's asked to improvise a haiku on the topic of her choice. You know?
Forge fire kindled heart. Strong of spirit, strong of form. With him, I am home.
Sylvia exhales. Wait, is fire one syllable or two? Either way, there is a smattering of polite applause as she steps away from the mic. It's nothing like the cheering crowds from the arena. Muktuk, of course, is the exception. Tears stream freely down his face.
I have rarely been so honored. And yet, already your exact words slid through my flippers, leaving me with a memory of the feelings they evoked.
It was nice, actually. Not trying to be perfect.
Perfection follows, like salt on ocean breezes, in Sylvia's wake.
Oh.
Hey, that was a haiku, wasn't it?
What can I say, Enchantress, except that you continue to inspire me?
Flatterer. Can I inspire you to get up on stage?
That may require a drink or two first.
Can we keep going with... Aww. was really hoping. You know, I still don't have these bulbs. Ah!
Oh, this is it! The day I've been dreading! Don't know if I'm strong enough, Pepper!
It sounds like you're about to walk the plank.
That might be better than what Pepper's got planned.
It's tradition.
Oh, well, do tell. What is it?
So is putting the seat down on the litter box after you use it. Somehow you managed to forget that one! Besides, student drivers are the worst. They go slow, they check their blind spots. And I just got the mirrors set up how I like them.
I still don't know what's going on.
You've been with us for some time now, blood brother.
Am I gonna drive the ship?
We've told you already how you've impressed us with your fearlessness and your respect for pirate tradition.
Plus your ruthless business instincts. All hail Sylvia, Queen of Potions!
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Ah, shucks. It's true, though.
Nice confidence.
That's right. Modesty is for suckers. We got one more test for you, though, hotshot. If you got room for it on your list of accomplishments.
Sylvia, the time has come for you to drive the ship.
I love how Pepper said that. It's like, for you to drive the ship. It's like, yes! Oh my god, we get to drive the ship!
Wow, really? I'm not sure I'm ready for this, but okay.
Oh, I am not ready. With Sylvia at the helm, the ship careens wildly across the waves, catching air and tilting at dangerous angles. Grizzled cats who've spent their entire lives at sea rake their claws against the deck, desperate for purchase. Their plaintive meowling? Is it meowling? Meowling carries over the water for miles. The only relief comes when the lesson ends early. On account of Sylvia smashing through a pier and running the ship aground on the beach.
I am so sorry.
Sorry? What are you sorry for? That was incredible!
God, I love these two. I love Salt and Pepper.
You see coriander loser anchovies back there? Hilarious! Plus he did irreparable damage to the docks. I love to see it.
You certainly know how to put on a show, blood brother.
So you're not mad? Phew. I thought you'd never let me drive again. But now that I've got a taste for it...
No, we're still not driving again.
Never gonna happen.
There. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. I love them. And I'm taking my time with each of these. Queen!
The marketplace? I don't know if we should be seen here together.
Why not?
Returning to the scene of the crime is such a rookie mistake.
What crime are you referring to?
Are you thinking about the chocolate incident?
Nice job with the plausible deniability. That's a good look on you, Blade Roach. But I'm sure you remember swiping all those free chocolates in direct violation of my lifetime ban. In fact, that's when I first knew you had a thing for me.
Is that so? Because I remember it as the day I realized you were an underhanded schemer.
Oh, you're too generous with your compliments.
And I'll do it again.
You know, ever since that one day, I've tried a bunch of tricks to get my hands on chocolate samples. Telekinesis, invisibility. Hell, this one time I wore a cat pirate disguise. Somehow, my plans always go awry.
Well, I've got an idea you haven't tried yet. Just follow my lead, okay?
At Sylvia's insistence, Quinn accompanies her to the nearest chocolatier. Sylvia requests a sample for each of them. Quinn braces for rejection and is surprised when the vendor honors Sylvia's request with a smile.
What just happened? Sylvia, you didn't threaten that guy's wife and kids, did you? Because that never works when I try it.
As it happens, beating Robin in that competition came with unforeseen benefits. The local merchants see me as sort of a celebrity now. I figured I'd throw my weight around a little and get your lifetime ban lifted.
So I can get free chocolate again? With weird mystery fillings and everything?
You sure can.
That's right. And if anybody gives you any trouble, you just send them my way. I'm not afraid to talk to their manager. I'll do it.
Thanks, Sylvia. This is cool of you. Wait, hold on. I think I'm getting one of my visions, but this one's different. This one's the future.
What? Really? What do you see?
You and me. We're hanging out. Just taking it easy, really. There's the slightest bit of cuddling.
Aw.
Ooh, racy.
Also, you give me a bunch of your money. More than anything, there's just this sense of contentment.
You know what? I can see it too, Quinn. Boxer is there, right? He's a little wrinkly around the hinges, but he's healthy and happy.
Since when do you get visions?
Everybody can see little glimpses of the future. Or at least, what we hope the future will look like.
Aww.
Hope. That's new.
I love how they... they're so cute.
I don't hate it. Pretty sure the part where you give me money was an actual prophecy, though.
I mean, I give you my money all the time. So yeah, that checks out.
I guess you'd better stick around to find out.
Yeah, guess I'd better. There's free chocolate, so how bad could it be?
That was a really good little, like, that was good. I need some money. Alright. Oh, Roxanne! Hello, my love.
At last! A Pirate Jamboree. It's been far too long since I've been able to cut loose.
Oh, you should have seen me on the boat earlier. You would have loved it.
Just remember, if things get out of hand, I've got bail money stashed underneath the squeaky floorboard.
She has a plan. I love that.
Aren't they all the squeaky floorboard?
We'll have to fix that, I suppose. I could even pitch in if you like. Although, perhaps I'm being presumptuous.
You? Never.
Feeling saucy, hmm? I'll allow it. But I'm serious. Perhaps you think it's time I got my own place. After all, our situations have changed. I've picked myself up by the bra straps.
Bootstraps? The expression is bootstraps.
Nah, bra straps.
And you've taken in some strange old man as an apprentice, even though he seems to have disposed of your pet bird.
No, I keep telling you, the bird was my uncle the whole time.
And then there's the matter of our romantic entanglement.
Ooh, I like that word. Entanglement.
Entanglement.
It makes me think of your tail.
I am sure we can get into some entanglements with that.
The tail does come in handy, doesn't it?
It sure does.
But my point is, I would understand if you want your space.
Come on, Roxanne. You know I like to keep you close.
And on that front, you'll have no complaints from me.
Uh-huh.
I suppose I'll stay put then, for the compliments, if nothing else.
Or maybe you're sticking around because we've got a good thing going. I mean, we're both on the upswing, right? Why mess with success?
You've got a good point. And it reminds me, I have a confession to make. I'm not at this jamboree strictly to party. I've actually been hired on to do some enchanting. Seems the pirates want to add some sparkle to their ship. And they've also asked me to do something about the litter odor. But don't worry, glamour and debauchery await us. After the work is done to my satisfaction.
Look at you! So responsible.
What can I say? Success suits me.
It sure does.
It suits you too. If I couldn't bring home that grand prize, I'm glad it was you.
I'm also glad it was me.
Yeah, you know, considering it would have been our downfall otherwise.
And I'll always be grateful that our story didn't end with us as enemies.
Agreed. I may have lost our contest, yet I can't help feeling like a winner in every way that matters.
Oh, that's so sweet. Let's see. Oh, Saffron!
Beautiful day, isn't it? And I'm clearly not the only person to think so. Town is crowded today.
Is it too much? We can always head back to your place.
That's sweet, and more tempting than you know. As much as I enjoy having you to myself, though, I'm not ready to go home just yet. After all, I was promised ice cream from the ice cream shop.
That's right. All of the flavor, none of the churning.
I'm skeptical, but I'm willing to try anything once.
Is this the first time that Saffron is gonna have ice cream?
Except that alarmingly red flavor. Must be 95% artificial coloring.
Yeah, you would be right about that.
Yeah, what is that? I haven't seen that flavor before.
Sylvia and Saffron approach the display case where the label reveals the name of the aggressively red ice cream. It reads, Sylvia Supreme.
Hold on. Is that ice cream named after me?
You know, I thought I'd seen that shade of red before.
The ice cream vendor beams at Sylvia, explaining that the shop wanted to honor the recent success of their frequent customer.
I mean, not that frequent.
We do this is our date spot.
I eat a completely normal amount of ice cream. I'm pretty sure.
Before Sylvia realizes what's happening, she and Saffron have been given generous scoops of Sylvia Supreme on the house. It's only then that Sylvia realizes the ice cream contains Eye of Newt and Toe of Frog in a clever, if wholly unappetizing, reference to her potions.
You don't have to eat that.
Are you kidding? What sort of girlfriend would I be if I let a few frog digits stop me from celebrating you?
The kind that doesn't have frog breath.
That's a compelling argument. How about this? One little taste, and then a handful of my handmade breath mints.
She has handmade breath mints.
How bad could it be?
God, I love her. Pretty bad, as it turns out. Sylvia and Saffron make a commendable attempt, but the novelty flavor is a bit too novel.
Okay, I definitely lost this bet. Your homemade desserts are the clear winner. You're probably ready to head back anyway.
I don't know. This ice cream's flavor profile is a bit toxic, but it's a tremendous honor, Sylvia. It's a testament to your accomplishments, and not only in the arena. You've forged meaningful connections here in a very short time. You've made a home for yourself, a community. As long as I've been on this island, I haven't managed anything like it.
It's not too late, though.
It sure isn't. So let's stay out, Sylvia. Let's enjoy the town and the people.
Oh my god!
And perhaps a scoop of simple vanilla.
Yeah, let's just get normal, simple vanilla.
I don't know. The newt eye is kind of growing on me.
Find your bliss, Sylvia. Because I've finally found mine.
Oh! That's growth, baby! That's growth! Look at it! Oh! There's so much. Yeah, and then, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've done all that we can. Let's just give our people their things. I have so much slaughtermelon. When did I get that many slaughtermelon? Just bought out coin. Oh, fair. I did spend like 20k. Okay, I'm pretty sure you were... I'm pretty sure you were flowers. Yeah. And you are also fruit. All right, back we go. Not bad for first day. Oh, wow. I'm so not used to this format because normally on the side it has like the whole reminder there's a competition gonna happen. Great. Cool, 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 cool. Let's change out some of our cauldrons again. Demise. Oh, you know, I didn't realize that these are different than these. Yeah, that one's still better, huh? Ba-ba-dum. Do-do-do. All right, what else haven't we made? Right. Sight enhancer. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a bunch of these. And then just put some bees. 52. Let's put this. The other one. Okay. Let's see. We've done that one, Haven't done that one. This is the only one I've made. Seeking Enhancer, I only made the Masterwork one. That's so funny. Done that one, and this one. Okay, so this is the only one we have left that we haven't done. So A, D, and E. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Excellent. Do we really need money? I don't think we need money. Let's travel. Minty. We're literally just here for
Sylvia,
dating.
Have you visited Rafta's newest, greatest establishment?
My shop?
I thought of you as soon as I heard about it.
If it's the shop of a new potion maker looking for a fight, I'm really sort of burnt out, to be honest.
Aw, nothing like that, sweetie.
Aw, she calls me sweetie.
Although, I bet you'd knock out another competitor without breaking a sweat.
You got me there. I'm not giving up my title without a fight.
That's my girl.
Oh my god, I love her.
But we're on a peaceful mission today. The library is no place to pick a fight.
A library? Rafta's getting more cosmopolitan every day.
You're telling me that this town did not have a library?
The perfect balance of cultural hotspot and perilous frontier. How does anyone live anywhere else?
Mint leads the way, oohing and awing at the colorful spines lining endless bookshelves. The shelves are new. Sylvia recognizes Saffron's handiwork, but many of the books show signs of age. Mint stops to sniff the musty books like other people smell flowers. So same, bestie. It's totally the same. Then she makes her way to a table labeled donations, where she empties a rucksack full of books.
Hey, those are all your hero biographies. Don't tell me you've lost respect for your idols.
Is Mint gonna become an author?
Why would I have lost respect for them? Oh, right. You mean because Rafta's founding heroes actually lost to Maven all those years ago, leaving her free to plot her loathsome revenge in secret for decades?
All right, fair.
Yeah, I thought you might not be thrilled about that.
Are you kidding? It just goes to show that nobody's perfect. Besides, it's pretty cool that my girlfriend is the one who finally put Maven in her place.
I'm just glad you believe me. I think you're the only one.
Don't forget that old softy Oswald.
I could never. Believe me, I've tried.
Anyway, learning the truth about what happened all those years ago just put a fine point on a lesson I've sometimes struggled to learn. Nobody's perfect. And among my personal flaws, I'm a book hoarder, Sylvia. I've been carrying some of these texts around since I was a kid. It's time for someone else to enjoy them, and to maybe find the same inspiration I did.
That's sweet. But I saw you slip that one book back into your bag just now.
What did I just say? Nobody's perfect.
Some things I just can't let go of.
And I just remembered this one is signed. I might hold on to it a bit longer.
Don't feel bad about it. People around here have access to other sources of heroic inspiration. I'm talking about you, if that's not clear.
Sylvia, you're too sweet. But I'm not all that virtuous. I had an ulterior motive for bringing you here. There's something romantic about a library, don't you think?
I do now.
Come on, the advanced mathematics section is this way.
Math!
I have a feeling nobody will disturb us there.
Okay, you know what? Minty, you're so big brain. Let's go. Excellent argument. Yes, Pearly. What happened in the mathematics section? What happens in the advanced mathematics section stays in the advanced mathematics section. Aw. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-bum. All right, let's see where Zitz goes.
Say, Sylvia, how's your pitch? And before you ask, I don't mean how far can you throw a slime ball. I mean musically. Do you have a good ear?
I don't know. Nobody's ever asked me that before.
Well, let's try it out.
Twinkle, twinkle, little potion. Your maker makes me feel emotion.
Aww.
So, what key was that in?
I mean, Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars in C. Unless she transposed it. Nah, they did it in A, I think. Person with a music degree, by the way.
The key to my heart. I'm seriously charmed right now.
You're cheesy is what you are. That's all right. I like cheesy. But I'm guessing you don't have much of a musical background.
Not only that, but I've had a lot of potions explode in my face. My ears were ringing most of the way through college.
College? You know, I missed out on that whole thing. I regret it sometimes.
Aw. Tell me more about
Did
it.
your career keep you from going to college?
You guessed it. I got discovered young when some covers I put online caught a record exec's attention, which was obviously a dream come true. But it also means, as far back as I can remember, I've never had a normal life.
Whatever normal life means.
Good point. I guess there are as many different ways to live as there are people.
That is very true.
Still, sometimes I feel a little bit like an alien. Like I'm the only one who doesn't know the secret handshake. Money and fame open a lot of doors. When it happens young, you don't always notice the doors that are closing. But enough of all that. My only real worry at the moment is simple. The acoustics in this place are driving me up the wall. I was hoping you could help me with a sound check. It'd help me figure out if I need to compensate.
Yeah, you probably do.
That sounds easy enough.
All right, Sylvia. I knew I could count on you.
Gabs, hello. How are you? Thanks for lurking.
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever I'm ready for what?
Well, to sing, of course.
You want me to sing? In front of you, the professional singer?
It's the only way this will work. I can't evaluate my own voice at a distance. And no offense, but your ear's not discerning enough to tell me what I need to know. So, just sing a bar or two? Promise not to judge.
I guess I could sing about...
I could sing about food. Food does seem like a good thing to sing about. I could sing about ice cream. I feel like this is probably the one to talk about, but you know what?
Ramen, my fave dish.
Is it our favorite dish?
If I can get some, that's my wish.
Ooh, nice job with the rhyme. I'm a sucker for those.
Ah, Zid liked it. Zid liked our song about ramen.
Anyway, that's everything I needed. I'll make some adjustments. I wonder how Baptiste would feel about some dampening words.
Are you performing soon?
Actually, I'm not. I traded shifts with a juggler. The heroes are gonna eat him alive, probably. But I decided that I need to devote some time to songwriting.
Ooh, you're writing.
You're the one who inspired me to do it, actually. You remember our conversation in the market?
That's exciting! What's the song about?
I figured I'd start with the hero ballad. I think I've got a unique enough angle. But who should the hero be? I'll let you pick.
I think it should be an underdog.
An underdog. Give the people someone they can't help but root for.
And tug on those heartstrings, right?
Uh-huh.
I think you're onto something. Thanks for the input. And thanks for helping me out today. You've more than earned this.
Aw, great.
I guess my singing wasn't so bad after all.
If you've got an itch to perform, I know a juggler who could use an opening act. Either way, I hope you'll drop in again soon. The Guildhall's a fun place. And it's even better when you're around.
Aw. So sweet. Yeah, we're definitely gonna keep going.
Hey, thanks for having me over. I'm excited to do some cooking. It feels so wholesome. I'm having all sorts of domestic fantasies right now. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I brought veggies and a fresh loaf of bread. But here's the main attraction.
Zid produces 2 slabs of glistening red meat. It's far fresher than anything Sylvia has been able to afford.
Hold on. Did you?
What? Take down a dinosaur and carve off steaks for us? No way, Syl. I mean, thanks for the vote of confidence, but I'm not quite operating at that level yet. No, I bought these dinosaur steaks, like a normal person. Now, where's your kitchen?
It's not so much a kitchen as an open fire with a cauldron hanging over it.
I can work with that. You got any salt?
Zid sets the steaks to sizzling, then peruses the books on Sylvia's shelves.
It's a great space, but living in your shop, it must make it hard to strike a healthy work-life balance.
I make time.
I make time for friends. We're hanging out now, right?
So you're not just spending time with me for the haggle tips? I'm teasing you. I'm glad we're hanging out. I'm glad we're friends.
Oh.
And I'm glad you're striving for some kind of balance. Because take it from somebody who knows, burnout is real. You have to be able to step back from the rat race every now and then. Have to make room for other pursuits. I've even skipped out on a few rehearsals recently. I just couldn't swing everything, you know? Left me a little underprepared for my performances, but I've always been good at improvising. You know what I'm talking about, right? You don't have the luxury of following a script when a customer walks in.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a card that is about, following a script. Improv. Draw 3 cards that cost 0 or 1 patience. Cards are chosen from the deck at random.
Thinking of it like improv will help. Although it's usually better to stick with a recipe when crafting potions. Or cooking.
Cooking, right. I need to flip those steaks.
While Zid attends to the meat, Sylvia stokes the fire. The fire gives her an annoyed look, but she doesn't take it personally.
I don't think you realize what a treat this is for me. I've gone entire years without preparing a single meal. This is exactly why I came here, To just live for a while. To do things for myself. I'm starting to feel downright average.
Oh, you could never be
You
average.
could never be average. Sorry, you're just too great.
Well, that hardly sounds like bad news, coming from you. And I'll admit that songwriting is going better than I'd hoped. I could use your input again, though. What do you think? Should our hero have powers to set them apart? Or should they rely on pluck, smarts, and charm over special abilities?
Yeah, personality.
I like a hero who makes her own opportunities.
Makes it easier to relate, doesn't it? Thanks for the input, Sylvia.
You smell that?
Hang on, is something burning?
Once Zid points it out, the smell of smoke and charred meat is unmistakable. They act quickly, but it's too late to save the steaks. The overstimulated fire is gnawing away at the blackened meat, and he spits and sizzles at Sylvia's approach.
I shouldn't have stoked the fire. I got him all riled up.
Hey, no harm done. We've still got veggies and bread. And I swiped a half-empty bottle of wine from the bar when Baptiste's back was turned.
Hell yeah, Zid!
No, wait. I meant I swiped a half-full bottle of wine.
Ah, okay. See you on the bright side of things.
That's looking on the bright side.
But
Hey, when I'm with you, the bright side is easy to find.
Aw. We're just spending the whole day with Zid, huh?
Nice day for a shopping spree, isn't it? I don't really need anything, but maybe I'll see something I can't resist. In addition to you, I mean.
Oh, well, shucks. Zid grips Sylvia's elbow and steers her into the crowded marketplace, grinning madly.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Do I seem a little manic? I probably do. You've got to understand, back home, I never got to do stuff like this. I couldn't leave my house without being mobbed by fans and photogs. Forget about a shopping trip, there'd have been a riot. I feel ridiculous complaining about it. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but it's a lot sometimes. I'm glad I decided to go incognito while in Rafta.
I mean, I like her style. It does stand out. I think both of these are not great options, though.
You always stand out in a crowd, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, good. I wouldn't want to lose you in the throng. But maybe I'll hold on tight, just in case. And for the record, it's not like I want to fade into the background. I just want a little distance between myself and my brand, I guess. My professional image is cookie cutter clean. But out here, well, my stylist isn't around to tell me what not to wear.
Ooh. Well, the way I see this is like, she could give me advice on fashion. That would be kind of cool. We could have like a dress-up day. But I also don't like being told what to do, so.
I prefer to make my own fashion choices, even when they're bad ones.
Totally. There's some things a person should get to decide for herself. Back home, it wasn't just my clothes or hair that were out of my control. Before this little sabbatical, my record label had final say over what I ate, where I went, who I spent time with. I'm telling you, Sylvia, they micromanaged my whole life. all in an effort to maximize my appeal to the widest possible audience. It's nice to get a break from all that, to explore my own style.
And write your own music.
Yes, exactly that. It's sort of all related, isn't it? Choosing your own look, the face you present to the world, and singing your own words. Words you believe. It's all self-expression. Find your rhythm, and people will hear what you're really trying to say.
Apply prep rhythm. All cards cost 1 patience less next turn.
That's a tip I can
Oh, that's
tap my
pretty
foot
good.
to.
I hope you'll be swaying along to my original composition soon.
Yeah, I'll be listening for it.
So the writing's going well?
Yeah, I've gotten to the part in the story where our hero needs to lean on someone else. I could introduce an animal helper, or have our hero enlist the aid of a great magician. Which trope do you like best?
You know what? I like the helpful mage.
Helpful mage. You can't go wrong leaning on the supernatural.
If it's magic you want, it's magic you shall have. As for me, I want footwear, I think.
Are we getting you cowboy boots?
Did you see? There's a whole booth over there just for shoes.
I saw a pair of boots with some pretty severe spikes. I think they might suit you.
Ooh, spiky boots, even better.
But you should be the judge of that.
You've got me figured out pretty well, haven't you? Come on, let's both try on a pair.
Oh my god, this is just the whole day for Sid. Can we smooch her yet?
I hope you're taking care of your vocal cords, Sylvia.
I can't say I've given it much thought.
You should. It's another similarity between us troubadours and traders. We both use our voices a lot. And believe me, you catch more flies with honeyed tones.
Ooh, throat spray. I have this stuff. Remove a random debuff. Decrease stress by 3. Can only be played as an opener.
I'll learn to love my larynx.
Good. Maybe we should start by going someplace more quiet.
Ooh.
Guildhall's livelier than ever. And while crowds are good for business, it'd be good to be able to chat without straining our voice boxes.
Yeah.
I
Lead the
like
way.
giving you all to myself. World's greatest backstage pass.
You don't need a pass, Sylvia. You're a lifetime VIP.
Yeah, she's so smooth.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, to a nice quiet area.
Now this is a view.
Isn't it just? I've been coming up here to write, whenever I can sneak away for a few minutes. And the song, it's going good, Sylvia. Really good. Probably expecting too much, but I sort of feel like it could be important, if that makes sense. Storytelling is powerful. Storytelling set to music. It makes people feel things, and that's some potent magic. At least, it is when you get it right. Speaking of which, this story needs conflict. Which type should it be?
I like stories with internal conflict.
Internal conflict. The best heroes are those who have to overcome their flaws.
And in the end, we're all our own worst enemies, right?
Yeah. Just like Persona.
Sounds smart to me. I'll see what I can come up with. And, well, I hope you know how much I appreciate your willingness to be part of my process like this. It means a lot.
Hey, I'm happy to help out.
You really mean that, don't you?
I do.
You want to know the secret to being a good songwriter? It takes more than having a sense for lyrics or rhythm. You've got to notice things. You've got to see people.
Yeah, gotta experience life a bit.
I noticed you the moment I walked into your shop, and I haven't been able to stop looking since. What really caught my eye was your kindness. You were kind to me before you even realized who I was. I don't know if you know how rare that is. So, if I could be a little bold here, I'd really like to date you, assuming you like what you see.
You're about to enter a romantic relationship with Zid. Yes, of course.
Oh, I like what I see, and I love what I'm hearing.
Wow, really? You mean it? That's amazing, Syl. We're gonna be so good together.
I tend to agree. We're both forces to be reckoned with. And even if we're from two different worlds, it feels like we're coming from the same place.
Truer words, Syl. You inspire me. You make me want to sing. I hope you like sappy music. There's just so much sappy music coming your way.
Do you mean right this minute? Because I'm sort of in the mood to be serenaded.
Oh, are you? Well, good news. I think that can be arranged.
Aw, so cute. Ah, love them. All right, let's give our people their things. We did with Minty already. Corsac is flowers. Give him flowers. Give our shark boy his fruit. And I think we already gave Luna hers, but I'm gonna double check. Hi, girlfriend. Oh, I love seeing that. Oh, I love you too, Luna. Mwah. Go ahead and take that. There we go. Mix all the potions. I don't really need any more. Or well, quite literally, this is what I'm doing. Oh my god! Look at Oswald! Okay. So let's go travel. Did I do it already? Still, huh? Okay, fruit for you. We did. Ah, perfect. Luna!
Thanks for joining me. I've got to pick out some new office furniture. And as harmless as that sounds, it can be a fraught experience.
Why? Are you a big spender?
Not exactly. Just come with me to the lamp vendor, okay?
Oh, because it's a lamp?
And point me out if I do anything weird.
As soon as they step inside the lamp seller's stall, Luna tenses up. Her pupils, oh my god, grow huge. Her wings flutter. She walks towards the nearest lamp. Then she walks right into the lamp, bumping against it repeatedly.
Luna? Luna, snap out of it!
Oh no, I did it again, didn't I?
Maybe we should skip the lamps for now. What's next on your list?
Rugs, but we'd better steer clear of the wool ones. I've been known to snack. Well, that wasn't quite the relaxing outing I had in mind. I'm more out of sorts than I was at the start. Eyeballs don't randomly fall out of sockets, right? They're in there pretty good.
They're in there pretty good.
My teeth are chattering so hard that my face feels loose.
Nerves? Stress?
Yes and yes. Also lack of sleep. Caffeine is nature's panacea, but it has its limits, and I may have found them, Sylvia. I know I probably spend too much time complaining to you about my big client, but sometimes an up-and-coming marketing moth with big dreams just needs to vent to her girlfriend.
Vent away, baby girl.
Vent away. That's what I'm here for.
You're too good to me, Sylvia. As you've probably noticed, I've been burning the candle at both ends. I've started feeling like I'm in danger of burning out completely. So, I let Her Highness know that the amount of work she was asking for wasn't sustainable. I was afraid she'd be disappointed. I thought maybe I'd even lose her business. But instead, she came back with an offer.
An offer?
She wants to buy the whole business, Sylvia. She wants my little boutique to become her full-time publicity team. That's right, a team. She wants me to expand, and her offer came with a very generous number attached.
Luna? Congratulations! That's every entrepreneur's dream, right?
Maybe.
But it would mean exclusivity, though.
To be honest, I'm not really sure what I want. How do I even begin to make such a big decision?
What does your 5-year plan say? Does taking the offer get you closer to your goals?
Sylvia, that's brilliant! I might not have planned for this specifically, but there is a plan. I need to consider new opportunities in that context. And it's a lot to consider. Am I ready to cede control on this scale? Am I ready to cut my other clients loose to focus on a single ongoing project? I don't know the answers. Honestly, my head throbs when I even try to think about it. Did I mention my eyes feel like they're bulging out?
You need some sleep, I think.
Yep.
A big decision like this, you need to come at it with a clear head.
Sleep. Now that you've said it, that's all I can think about. You're a master of subliminal suggestion, Sylvia. I hope you're using those skills in your daily negotiations.
Subliminal suggestion, look, with the glasses and everything. Raises interest by 10 at the start of the customer's turn. Value increases by 5 every turn. Oh, wow. So it's like Quinn's interest.
Listen to the sound of my voice and give me all your money.
Yes, absolutely. Fujo glasses. There's an AO3 tab in there somewhere.
I'm not totally under your control. Although I'd pay you an absurd amount of money for a supercharged cup of coffee right now.
Poor Luna. More coffee is the last thing she needs. Maybe I can brew up something even better.
Stamina potion and mana potion. Yeah, oh, easy. We got both of those. And I already gave you, yeah. So you give Zid her bug. And keep up. Keep going with the ranks.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for frozen yogurt. Huh. It's not quite as catchy as it should be, is it?
I guess you could workshop it.
Yeah, just call it Froyo.
Nuh-uh. Sounds like work. And today's anything but. Didn't you hear? I went and got myself a girlfriend.
I wonder who.
And that's cause for celebration.
Sylvia is familiar with the ice cream vendor, enough to notice that something is unusual.
This place is usually a lot busier.
Well, about that.
What did you do?
I sort of rented the place out.
What? Sid?
Wow, really? You can do that?
You know, I'm worried that Zid is just kind of like throwing money everywhere because like the fancy steaks, renting out the ice cream shop.
What can I say? Sometimes being a celebrity has its perks. We've got the run of the place for a couple hours, and I humbly suggest that we use the time to eat as much frozen yogurt as humanly possible.
Why not ice cream?
Rookie mistake, Sil. With ice cream, you pick a flavor and then it sort of is what it is. But with yogurt, you have a huge array of toppings, and therefore a lot more control over the final dessert. It's kind of a blank slate, a steady beat on which you overlay a melody of your own making. Just look at our options, Sil. It boggles the mind.
Sylvia gazes out upon the available toppings, and she quickly sees that Zid has a point. Colorful confectionaries, fruits and nuts, and candied eyeballs lay spread out before them like a banquet set by sugar-crazed children. It's enticing and slightly overwhelming.
I don't know if I need more decision points in my life.
I can help you make good choices. It's all about maximizing your pleasure.
Man.
Fresh fruit is tasty, but dried fruit is denser, so you can eat more of it. An ectoplasm takes some getting used to, but it won't cause your blood sugar to spike and crash like butterscotch will.
Wow, you've really put some thought into this.
Yeah, I'm a master of the scales, meaning both musical scales and the yogurt weigh-in variety.
This is pretty amazing, and so generous of you.
It's like I said, I wanted to celebrate you, to celebrate us.
She is a snack lover. I do enjoy that. It's actually, I do like froyo more than ice cream. So this is nice. This is right up my alley.
And, well, I have something else to celebrate, too. You know the song I've been working on? I'm almost done. I'm on track to finish it tonight. Turns out having a girlfriend is good for productivity.
Cuddles lead to creativity? If only you'd known sooner.
Well, I don't know. I think you were worth holding out for. Anyway, there's still some rough spots to iron out, and a few clumsy rhymes.
Yeah, you think, because of how closely her management had, been keeping tabs on her, are we Zid's first romantic partner?
But the first draft is always the hardest part, and the end is in sight.
Hey, you should be proud of it.
That's a huge accomplishment.
Well, thanks. Although I try not to pat myself on the back until the reviews are in. I only hope this is the start of a new chapter. That this is just the first of a whole slew of original songs. This is what it's all about. This is why I got into music to begin with.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Why exactly did you get into music?
Well, this sounds cheesy, but I wanted to make a difference. Okay, that's not the whole story. What I wanted was to be in the spotlight. I've always loved being the center of attention. But I also wanted to use the spotlight to enact real change. It's just amazing to me, the power music has to sway hearts.
I wish everyone with a platform thought more carefully about how to use it.
With great stage presence comes great responsibility, right? Only I got totally swept up in the race to be on top. I let myself become a cog in a corporate hit-making machine. I didn't write a single word or share a single original opinion. Not for years.
No time like the present.
Isn't that the truth? The words have been flowing out of me lately. But I still need to write the climax of this song, and it's important to get the tone right. So what do you think? As the hero comes to the end of her trials, should she be pretty confident? Or does she worry that she'll fall short right until the very end?
I think confident.
It's more fun if she's confident. She's come all this way, and she's learned to trust in her abilities.
Sounds like it all builds to a rousing finale. Okay, that should be the last piece of input I need. Now I've just got to iron out that rhyme scheme. Nothing rhymes with coupon, does it? But that's the final treat I had for you today.
A coupon!
Soup's on.
Soup's on.
I'm obviously not a songwriter.
And yet, make no mistake, I couldn't have written this one without you.
It does sound familiar, huh? Well, unfortunately, we can't rank up with you again, so, Corsac, you're next, buddy. Give me all your awkwardness.
Got another craft project if you're up for it.
Yeah, another birdhouse. From beneath the table, Corsac produces a strange net-like garment fitted with strips of burlap.
Is it fashion?
This is just the base layer. I have the rest of the supplies here.
Corsac pulls more items from beneath the table. There are buckets of mud, sorted by shades of brown, and endless sacks of grasses, flowers, and moss.
So, not fashion.
Making a ghillie suit. Done right, it'll help me hide in plain sight. I've got the materials handy for one of two suits. We can make something for the Shadow Step or for the Storm Plains. What's your preference?
Shadow
Step. I want to see you go full goth.
Right. I've got biome-appropriate mud and fluorescent fungus, but it needs to smell right too.
Raiju droppings?
Use the Raiju droppings. I can smell them from here.
That would be an odd choice considering Raiju are not endemic to the steppe.
I fucked up!
Thought you'd know where these things come from.
I wasn't expecting you to quiz me, Corsac.
Honestly, it's a lot to keep track of, and...
We did fail the test.
Wait a minute. Were you quizzing me just now?
Maybe.
What?
What for? Oh no, this isn't a job interview, is it? I'm not cut out for heroing.
Nothing like that. Just noticed you've been coming around a lot. I haven't had many friends. I guess I wanted to be sure we're compatible.
Oh no, and I failed.
I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted.
If it's a toss-up, I hope you'll go with flattered. You should know I don't mean offense.
And you should know that friendship isn't based on pop quizzes.
Aha! So this is a friendship. That's precisely what I had hoped to ascertain.
Of course we're friends. You set me up with that slime pod. I helped you out on the beach.
So in your view, friendships are transactional?
Well, no.
Well, no. There's a little more to it than that. I don't mind pitching in on your projects, but I'm really here because I want to spend time with you.
I see. Then I suppose I shouldn't sully our friendship by giving you this coupon.
What? No, gimme! I guess friendship's not transactional.
In that case, friend, it's time to get your hands dirty. Because we're gonna need to slather a whole lot of mud on this here suit.
Well, let's do it. More mud, please.
So, what's our project for today?
As a matter of fact, I didn't have anything in mind.
Ice cream day?
Why don't we do some of that, relaxing you're so fond of? Maybe we could treat ourselves to something sweet.
I guess that depends on what you had in mind. Let me guess. Raiding a bee dazzler hive for fresh honey? Fighting a pack of feral squirrels for foraging rights to a berry bush?
Ice cream, Sylvia. I'm talking about buying some ice cream. I'm not completely uncivilized, you know.
Now this was a good idea.
What'll you have?
It's hard to choose. So many options.
Not for me. Only one vegan option.
You know, I've never tried vegan ice cream before. What's it like?
You know, no, it makes sense that Corsac is vegan.
You want to try it? I'll pay.
Sylvia isn't sure what to expect from vegan ice cream. She sniffs it, then tries a small spoonful. It doesn't have quite the same texture as true ice cream, but it's flavorful as it melts on her tongue.
Hey, this is pretty good. Honestly, I'm not sure I would have even known the difference. Right. So, anyway.
That is not the right option. How long
have you been a vegan?
Been some time now. Stopped eating meat soon after I struck out on my own, and I haven't had milk in maybe 3 years. Last time I drank, it was out of pure necessity, directly from the teat of a lactating sea monster.
Ah, from the source.
Yeah, that might put me off of milk too. I hope you don't mind me saying so, but your small talk could use some work.
Not certain it's worth the effort. What's small talk gonna get me?
Maybe a love connection? Wouldn't you like to get out there and play the field? Or maybe even play a little closer to home?
I really wouldn't know where to start.
Small talk is easy. Here, just follow my lead. How about this weather?
Yes, it worries me too. It's just the right temperature to agitate any three-legged coconuts in the area.
Okay. All right, let's try again, but maybe without bringing up any weird monsters this time.
Favorite food?
What's your all-time favorite food?
I don't rightly know. Is this a trap? This feels like a trap.
Corsac, relax. There's literally no wrong answer here.
If that's true, then what's the point of asking?
I want to get to know you better. It's as simple as that.
Then you should ask about my deeply held beliefs.
You can't start with that stuff. Small talk helps people ease into the heavy topics.
I'll have to take you at your word. You certainly know your way around people better than I do. Although there's something to be said for insulating yourself from all the frenzied socializing and intrigue. When you go to the happy place in your mind, you tend to get what you want.
Happy place. Raise interest by 14 and ignores any active buffs and debuffs.
I'm pretty sure my happy place is the ice cream shop.
We don't see eye to eye on everything. But on that, we can agree.
Alright, so we both like the ice cream shop.
Here we are. This is an improvement, isn't it?
Say nothing.
It's great to be in nature. I spend too much time indoors.
Yes. Oh, look there!
Corsac springs to life, bounding towards some small object in their path. It looks like a bit of mud, maybe, or...
Is that... poop?
Corsac excitedly pulls a thick notebook from his pocket.
Is that... a poop journal?
Yes. If you want to learn about the animals in a particular setting, their population density and migratory patterns, their diet and capacity to thrive, look no further than the excrement.
While Sylvia contemplates his words, Corsac unceremoniously sticks a finger into the mound of excrement.
Oh, it's still warm. This will make for a riveting journal entry.
Corsac scribbles notes in his journal. Extensive notes. Sylvia wonders how he can possibly have so much to say about it. Eventually, once he's thoroughly cataloged his observations, Corsac closes the journal and stows it away.
That was thrilling. Oh, what a find.
Your enthusiasm, is charming.
is charming. I like this side of you.
I'm often enthused when I'm out here. This island is an endless source of fascination. Hard to believe we owe it all to the reckless experiments of a single self-interested witch.
You're talking about Maven, right?
None other. I remember as a child hearing the rumors about her. People said she'd taken a desolate island and infused it with life. Strange life. I always found the idea offensive. Nature is a sacred and well-balanced mechanism. It's not to be reshaped by our whims. And yet, now that I'm here, I cannot deny the beauty in what she set in motion. What started as an exercise in vanity and unbounded ego has grown into a sacred little mechanism of its own. One that deserves more respect than we give it.
Wow. That is by far the most emphatically I've ever heard you speak. It's the island. You're passionate about it.
I thought that was obvious.
And I thought you were hopelessly awkward. All this time I've been trying to get you to open up. But you have plenty to say when it's on a topic you care about.
Isn't that the way it should be? A world's full of enough noise. Don't need to go around making more of it just for the sake of exercising our tongues. We should speak when there's something to say. And when there isn't,
Well, there's other ways to exercise our tongues.
we should channel the mighty mollusk whose strength comes from silence and serenity.
Okay, fine.
So, like, be more like a snail? Really?
Really.
Serenity of the mollusk. Apply serenity of the mollusk. Apply to shield. Ah, okay. Shield.
If you say so. And since you did say so, I guess it's something you really believe in. I'll try it.
Oh, hey, it's my card. The shell.
Glad to hear it.
Sure, no biggie.
No, I mean it. Not everybody would be so open to my ideas, my opinions. And few people would go out of their way to make me feel heard. But you've done that for me. I want you to know I appreciate it. So, and I wouldn't make this offer to just anybody.
Really? Is that Uzumaki and not Snail Girl? Or was it Slug Girl? It was one of those.
But if you ever want to borrow this journal, you know, to record your own observations, well, just say the word.
Thanks. But believe it or not, I think you found the one topic about which I really don't have anything to say.
Well, it might not be Snail Girl. It might be Slug Girl. But it's another one by Junji Ito. Yeah, Slug Girl. Let's see, did I already give you yours? Haven't. Alright. And we're all done. Next day. I don't think I have anything brewing, right? No, I don't. I think I do have the stuff for Luna, though. Okay, so we need a mana potion. You just needed Superior, right? Fine. fine. Still can't rank up. Maybe it needs to be the next day. Really? You too? Alright, Corsac. Yeah, maybe hanging out is what we need. But we still have other people to hang out with.
I'm glad you dropped in on me today, Sylvia.
Well, thank you, Corsac. That's downright warm.
Trying to take your advice to heart, exchanging pleasantries and the like. It's not all that different from how I conduct myself when I'm in a new biome. The more initiative you show, the easier it is to pivot if things don't go your way.
Pivot. Gain 2 shield per card played prior to this card on the current turn.
I can see the parallels. And looking at the town as its own sort of biome makes a certain amount of sense.
It's working out for me, anyway. I feel more at ease lately. That said, I wouldn't mind a quick prowl around the forest, if you're up for it.
Yeah, I don't think I would have really used almost any of... You're learning, Corsac. I don't think I would have actually used a lot of Corsac's cards at all.
Oh, and if you're worried about running into any creatures out here, don't. I'm wearing lycanthrope musk. It'll keep most beasts at bay.
So you're telling me you're using pheromones? This is very ABO coded, you know?
Although, it's supposed to have the opposite effect on women.
Think it's working.
I think it's working on me. I might have to lean in a bit closer.
I suppose that'd be fine. I probably haven't seemed entirely receptive to flirtation. I've enjoyed it when it's happened, though. And I think you're about as great as a legless coconut.
So just a regular coconut?
I have no idea what that means.
Well, leave it to me to put my foot in it. I'm going to keep this simple. I greatly enjoy spending time with you, Sylvia. And I wonder if you'd like to engage in courtship with me.
You're about to enter a romantic relationship with Corsac. That sounds lovely.
That sounds lovely. I think we're good for each other.
You've certainly been good for me. That's an indisputable fact. For one thing, I haven't had a nightmare about squirrels in over a week.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's sweet, I think. To be honest, I wasn't sure you'd even picked up on my interest.
You know me though, Sylvia. I don't always know the right words to say, but I notice things. I've certainly noticed you. And oh boy, do I look forward to getting to know you in a whole new way.
Excellent. Well, we can rank up again, like immediately. I am gonna take a super quick stretch break though. All right, stretching done. Water. Consumed. All right. Corsac, let's keep going.
Always good to see you. The fact is, if I had my way, we'd spend even more time together. I've never dated before. I think I'm taking to it like a drake to acid.
I think so too, though I might have put it differently.
It's especially good to know I have someone I can trust. Someone I can call on in times of need.
You enjoy it more when you're not worrying about deadlines and time limits. Interesting. Well, I mean, there's you know, there's something to like about having having deadlines and things like that, but I've had enough. I don't want to math anymore.
That's so sweet. I can almost overlook the fact that you're clearly about to ask for a favor.
That obvious, huh?
Corsac gestures to a box tucked just beneath his seat. Within the box is a bed of straw, a small bowl of seeds, and a bird. It looks up at Sylvia with what she's sure is a glint of malice.
Is that a pet? Because
It's precious.
I think it's precious. What a cute little thing.
Please don't infantilize the cunning predator, Sylvia. This is a spew jay, so named for its projectile spit.
I'll consider myself warned.
People hunt these birds because their stiff feathers make excellent fletching. And hunters tend to kill their quarry. It's easier that way. Easier for the hunters, I mean. It's sort of a bummer for the birds.
You found a better way?
I have. Although it requires an extra set of hands.
Yeah, Zep, there's two modes for the romance in this game. You could either be monogamous, or you can be polyamorous and romance everyone except the cats. The cats are the only ones that is only purely friendship. But you can be blood brothers.
One of us needs to massage the bird while the other very carefully removes the appropriate feathers. I hate to impose, but I thought it could be sort of romantic, maybe.
I'm sure this isn't what they mean by couples massage, but I'm game.
I'm glad. I didn't really have anyone else I could ask.
Milky, you want to romance the cats? Because I do too.
Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to weasel out of this or anything. But haven't you made any friends in the guild? You've been here a while now.
Funny you should mention it. Was a time not too long ago when I'd have said I didn't have much in common with anyone here. Nor any need to seek common ground. I aimed to keep my head down and do my job. And I did it just fine on my own.
And now?
Now, I suppose, I've developed an interest in socializing. That's your influence. You've reminded me there are benefits to running in a pack.
Benefits like someone to massage the murder bird?
That, sure. But there are intangible benefits too. If you were the only friend I ever had, I would consider myself lucky. But lately, I find myself thinking about the companionship of my peers. I watch the ease with which they gather, like rot flies congregating on a carcass, and I envy it. Hard to know where to start, though. I'm sure I haven't come across as approachable here.
Well, I wouldn't compare anyone to a rot fly. Not by way of starting a conversation, anyway. But otherwise, the first step to making friends is to just be open to it. So in that sense, you've already made progress.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll soon be surrounded by new friends, like a unicorn in heat.
Did they not want to do a throuple thing? Cowards. Yeah, I know. They would be so great.
In the meantime, we should take care of this spew jay before it calls reinforcements. You know what they say. Birds of a feather eviscerate together.
I love that line, actually.
What exactly have I signed on for?
Massaging a bird.
Don't worry, Coconut. I've got your back.
That's his nickname for us? That's so cute.
And your hazard pay.
Hey, I'll take it.
Had a feeling. Now, How thick are those gloves of yours? Because you should expect quite a bit of pecking.
Because you're tough with milk inside. Yeah, he's a big coconut fan, apparently.
Fantastic.
Maybe he wants to put a lime in it. Alright. Luna, can we hang out with you? Do 1, 2. That'll leave us with 1, I think. Da-da-ba-bum. As they walk to the newsstand, Luna thrums with excitement over some secret surprise. She flips through each publication as if looking for something in particular. When she finds it, she hops on her toes and yelps with glee. She shows Sylvia a small bit of text at the bottom of a one-sheet insert of Rafta gossip. It suggests that a certain up-and-coming potion maker is dating her own publicist. So juicy! I confess I leaked the info, but I thought a miner's candle would be good for your brand. Plus, I guess I sort of wanted to brag. I mean, I've got such a great girlfriend and people should know about it. Really? Okay. Here, let's see if we can boost more. Arm wrestling with Corsac. Corsac plants his elbow and extends his hand. Sylvia thinks he looks a bit bashful as she grips it. They count to 3, and Sylvia pushes with all her might, slamming Corsac's hand to the table. She's ready to gloat. She notices that Corsac is smiling as if he won. Okay, I confess. Really just wanted to hold your hand. Smooth, Corsac, smooth. Well, all right. Next. No potion making, only talking. This is a visual novel now. Really? Okay. Haha!
Sylvia, as much as I wish otherwise, I am not above fishing for compliments. So, notice anything different about me?
I noticed you look extra cute today.
Sylvia, you're shameless, and I like it. If I look nice today, it's because of your super terrific potions. They made me feel humanoid again. It might be all the replenished serotonin talking, but dang, you are good at what you do.
Well, I'm glad. You look much more well-rested.
Once I was thinking clearly again, I made a big decision. I turned down that buyout offer. My working relationship with royalty has officially come to an end.
You know, I think that's probably for the best. You wanted to do other things.
Wow, really? I wasn't sure which way you would go.
Me neither. But indecision was getting me nowhere fast. I had to make a choice. I hope it was the right one. But, you know, it feels right. Well, it feels right to me. My parents are acting like I just set myself on fire.
You told them already?
Yeah. Figured I needed to rip that bandage right off.
Yeah, might as well.
I tried to explain it to them, but I'm not sure they really heard me. They only heard the amount of money I was walking away from and how prestigious the job would have been.
They must be proud of you, though, right? At least a little?
Well, that's the funny thing. I was talking to my sister just this morning, the surgeon, I mentioned her before, and she knew all about what I've been up to. Turns out, my parents had been bragging all about me.
Wow, this is a very like immigrant coded thing, because like immigrant parents, they'll always be like, you have to do better, you have to like, do these things. Why aren't you a doctor? Like go into this thing, you have to, like be the first one to graduate college, yada yada. And so they'll tell you all these things, but then they'll never actually say that they're proud of you to your face, but they'll talk about you and your accomplishments to everybody else.
They told her about how I'm my own boss, about how quickly my business was growing, even about how I'd found myself a wonderful girlfriend. My sister is desperately single. I guess Mom's been needling her about it for years. So anyway, here I was jealous of my sister, while the whole time she's been jealous of me.
Sounds like you're not the black sheep you thought you were.
I guess not. I guess maybe all my siblings feel that way from time to time. And so, my parents can complain to me all they want about how I'm turning down this golden opportunity. I know they're proud. And one day, maybe they'll even say it to my face. And as for that opportunity, it only would have taken away the parts of my job I actually like the best. Things like working with a diverse array of scrappy entrepreneurs and helping their voices rise above the clamor.
And yeah, Seb, I don't know their ages. Maybe the wiki has it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
For a minute, I wasn't thinking at all about what I enjoyed. I was right back in my old climb the corporate ladder mindset. I was reaching for success as it was defined by other people.
Well, by my definition of success, you are killing it. And as your girlfriend, my vote counts double.
Mm-hmm. Successful and in love? I am one lucky moth. Oh, did I just say...
Oh, no, say it again.
Oh, well, I guess the warg's out of the bag. Is it warm in here? Let's go for a walk. Ooh, fresh air, yum yum. Fresh air actually is kind of nice when you've got a minute to breathe.
I'm glad you're seeing the appeal.
What can I say? I am one chill moth. It's funny. My number one reason for coming to Rafta was to be more independent. I wanted some space, some distance between myself and everyone who knew me. Because they all had so many expectations, and those expectations were boxing me in. But then I came here, where nobody knew me, and the weight of all those expectations, it didn't go away.
Maybe we're never totally free of the desire to please our parents or uncles. But isolating yourself doesn't make life any easier to navigate.
That's the truth. If I've learned anything in our time together, it's that we can support each other while pursuing our individual dreams. I don't believe in luck. I believe in hard work. But I'm blown away by my good fortune in finding you, a true partner. I love you, Sylvia. And you know what? My parents are going to love you too.
Are we gonna meet your parents?
Well, no need to rush that meeting.
Oh, didn't I tell you? They're visiting soon.
Oh my god!
I hope you're ready to deflect a lot of demands for grandkids. They want double digits.
Wait, Luna, how is that gonna work?
They're going to demolish me, aren't they?
No way! Don't worry, Sylvia. I'll protect you.
All right, well, Luna, we'll try.
After all, don't forget, it's my job to make you look good. And right now, you look good enough to kiss.
Stop it! She took a fucking picture. Raise interest by 12 for each current level of interest. Close sale. Wow, that's really good. Wait, hold on. Raise interest by 12 for each current level of interest. That is really good. And immediately, number 11. Yes, please, thank you.
Don't be nervous, Sylvia. Everything will be fine.
Oh, are we meeting the parents right now? Are we meeting the family?
I mean, I get it. Meeting my family? A little intimidating.
Oh my god. All right. Luna. You know, when you said that they would be here soon, I didn't think it would be within the 5 minutes.
There's just so many of them. If this were a hostile invasion, we'd be at a severe disadvantage. But it's not an invasion, it's a picnic, so there's seriously no reason to be nervous, like at all.
I wasn't nervous before, but I am now.
Sorry, I'm projecting again, aren't I? It's just that I've never introduced a girlfriend to my family before. I mean, obviously, since you're my first.
You're afraid they won't like me?
Oh, no way! I mean, you're objectively sensational, Sylvia. They'll love you, obviously. But what if you don't like them? I mean, they're a lot. And I don't mean that just in terms of the sheer quantity. You're about to get an alarmingly unfiltered look at the chaos of my childhood. It might not cast me in the most flattering light.
Luna, I adore you. Nothing that happens today is going to change that. Believe me, I'm predisposed to love the people who had a part in shaping you into the amazing person that you are. And/or, if they're awful, then it's only more impressive that you came out so great.
Well, you know, that is a good way to think about it.
Sylvia, that is some world-class spin right there.
When it comes to spin and seeing my way through stress, I learned from the best. Now let's get this picnic started. I hope I brought the right kind of yarn.
Yeah, not wool. Or maybe, yes, wool so that they can snack on it? Luna's family has staked out an expanse of greenery at the edge of the forest. On seeing Luna, her siblings swarm forward, enveloping her in a chaotic embrace of interlocking arms and fluttering antennae. Sylvia finds it a heartwarming display. She steps back to make room and bumps right into Luna's mother. The woman fixes Sylvia with an appraising stare, pinning her in place like a, well. Sylvia feels the weight of the woman's judgment. Should she have worn a nicer outfit, sprung for a larger ball of yarn? But Luna's mom breaks into a wide smile, then pulls Sylvia into a four-armed embrace.
So, I just met your mom. Good hugger. And she asked me to sign a newspaper clipping about my victory over Robin. She'd had it laminated and everything.
Sylvia, you know what that means? You're going on her fridge.
Oh my god, the fridge.
That cash prize is nice and all, but a spot on my mom's fridge is about as high an honor as I can imagine.
Believe me, I'm feeling pretty honored. I mean, for her to know anything about that, I sort of got the impression that you'd been bragging about me.
No kidding. Of course I've been bragging. Believe me, I know how lucky I am to have you as my girlfriend. Now come on. I've got a few dozen siblings who are dying to meet you. There's Teddy's, and Rhea, and Dion.
I'm never going to remember everybody's name.
Well, we sure can try.
You won't have to, because I'm not gonna leave your side.
Promise?
Count on it, Sylvia. You and me, we're a team. It says so right here on my updated CV. So you know I really, really, really mean it.
Oh wow, I'm on her CV. Oh, still? Within a few minutes of hitting the marketplace, Zid and Sylvia find a tavern that's advertising live music. The bard performing inside is good, and he's actually performing original material, but he seems somewhat nervous, particularly when he notices Zid in the crowd. But Zid applauds him loudly between songs, even shouting words of encouragement, and Sylvia joins in. Soon the bard's nerves are forgotten. Thanks for backing me up there. If people are going to notice us when we're out on the town, then let's make sure they notice us bringing positivity into the world, right? Okay. Let's give our gifts and call it a night. You know, I kind of want to do another night of this. It's almost midnight. This is a lot of talking. We're getting so many smooches. All right, here, let me check something. So we have Quinn has shrugged off disappointment and let love into their life, opening their heart to Sylvia at last. Buoyed by Sylvia's loving support, Muktuk has renewed his commitment to creating art that's as useful as it is beautiful. Saffron has stopped denying her trauma and, emboldened by her feelings for Sylvia, has begun the process of healing old wounds. Luna has recommitted herself to her business and her loving relationship with Sylvia and embraced her own definition of success. Roxanne's future is brighter than ever, and she is delighted to walk hand in hand with Sylvia on the path to success. Salt and Pepper holds Sylvia in highest regard after her offering to Katuna. She is now their family and a pirate for life. With Sylvia's loving support, Mint has realized she's more than earned her place in the Heroes Guild. So Korsak is at 8. Zid is at 8 too. Her connection with Sylvia deepening and her new song nearly completed. Zid is on top of the world. And then Finn is at 2. So these three still have a little ways to go. I think we could probably do that like another day. What day's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, I could do more of this on Thursday. We could push through all that before bed. What, today? You think so? It's already midnight, guys. I mean, I guess I don't have to wake up early. All right, well, let's focus on Zid. Let's focus on Zid, because the other one's like, we can at least finish Zid, I think. I'll do that.
Just occurred to me, we're both in the business of curing people of what ails them.
I hadn't thought of it that way before.
I've got a point though, right? Your potions replenish health and shield against damage, and live music has the power to soothe the soul. I could use some soothing right now, actually. Let's hope this does the trick.
Zid leads Sylvia to the waterfront, where a temporary stage has been constructed, and a battle of the bands is in progress. Sylvia's never seen anything quite like it before. It's not just music. Each band employs magic in dazzling displays of pyrotechnics. There are laser light shows, phantasmal backup dancers, and illusory fireworks. And through it all, Zid just scowls.
What's the matter, Songbird?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a bummer. These things normally cheer me right up. But today it's all just a stark reminder of how audiences cheer style over substance. Which makes me question pretty much everything, actually. The time and effort I'm putting into writing a song of my own. Is that just vanity? Back home, I have professional songwriters lining up to work with me. Maybe I should stick to what I'm good at and stop chasing windmills.
What you're good at?
Should I put my thoughts to music?
Following dreams can be pretty tough. I'm better off not trying to write my own stuff.
No, don't say that.
I thought it was going well.
I thought so too. I was so confident, in fact, that I dropped in on an open mic night yesterday. I performed 2 songs. One of them was the original piece I've been working so hard on. The other was something new that my manager sent me. The Ballad of Greenbeard the Slime Slayer. It's every bit as juvenile and uninspired as it sounds. But, of the 2 songs, Greenbeard was the clear favorite.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
hard.
That's hard getting that sort of feedback.
Yeah, it's hard. But I suppose it's necessary. I thought I had a really solid idea, Syl. Something that hadn't been done before. I used all the conventions of a traditionally heroic ballad. But instead of focusing on an action hero, I wrote about a regular, everyday citizen. I wanted to show how the average woman is every bit as remarkable, as worthy of celebration, as a muscled dude with a sword.
That sounds pretty interesting.
I thought so too. But the audience didn't know what to make of it. Shouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised, if I'm honest. But I am disappointed. I was really hoping that crowd would prove me wrong. Instead, they confirmed what I've known all along. People don't want new and different. They want tried and true. So from now on, that's just what I'll give them.
No, don't give up.
I don't know.
You're the sweetest. I can see that you're concerned. But you don't have to worry about me. I'll be fine. I took a shot at something new and it didn't work out. But I still have plenty to offer, including haggling tips. Remember a minute ago when I put my woes to song? Admit it, that catchy tune had you hooked.
Catchy tune, raised interest by the most recent raised interest amount. Ah, so I could do double. If I had this with that superpowered pander, that would be crazy.
I can use that in haggling, sure. But I'd rather cheer you up.
I must be taken to this hero gig, because the idea of smiting some monsters is more than enough to cheer me up. If you really want to help, you could always kick some potions my way, and I can go out and blow off some steam.
Sid is planning to take her professional frustrations out on monsters. But I think she'll be happier if she pours that energy into her art.
Petrification and silence. Yeah, I think I got both of those. Yes, I'm pretty sure I have both of those. Yeah, see? Easy. Easy peasy. Zid empties her rucksack. It's full of the usual bounty of Zidriel addressed envelopes. All except for one envelope. which Zid is quick to point out has been addressed to Sylvia. Sylvia doesn't know how that could be, but she opens the envelope and reads the short note within. Dear Sylvia, I think you're the greatest. XO, your biggest fan, Zid. What can I say? It's all true. She wrote me fan mail. That's so cute. Alright, what about you, Corsair?
Gotta say, Sylvia, you continue to impress. I feel stretched to the limit most days, and I'm not doing half as much as you are. You're about as admirable as a slime.
Ugh, and you are doing so well, too. I'm going to go ahead and assume you meant that as a compliment.
Of course it's a compliment, Coconut. Don't you know?
Slimes are very versatile.
How else would I mean it? What slimes lack in backbone, or bones of any kind, I guess, they make up for with their brilliant and beautiful minds.
Oh. Mind of the slime. Draw 1 extra card per turn. Persist until another stance card has been played.
Sure, why not? But what has you feeling stretched so thin today?
Too much to do, not enough time. I'm barely back from one expedition, and I've got another one coming up. But first, I've got to clean my canteens, sterilize some drinking water, put together some trail mix, for me and for the birds. Oh, and I've got to make fresh soap. That one's more for you than it is for me.
Always thinking of me, huh?
More than you realize.
Aww.
But truth be told, there's something else on my mind too. Baptiste. He's planning a social hour. A gathering where we heroes can get to know one another a little better.
Sounds like the perfect opportunity to make some friends.
I hope so. As you may have noticed, I can rub people the wrong way sometimes. Not bunnies, though. I know just how to rub a bunny.
Your heart's in the right place. You'll do fine. Probably. In the meantime, why don't we take some of that other stuff off your plate? You've got money now. Might as well spend it and spare yourself some stress.
Haven't been to the marketplace in a while. Not since our ice cream date. Let's head that way now and see what we can find. A lot of people out today. Reminds me of the way armadillos will crowd around an oasis.
Hi, Mix. How are you? Ooh, you're playing Neo? Very cool. How's that been going?
That usually ends in blood, or a mating free-for-all.
I mean, listen, we're in a big polyamorous situation.
Well, you won't find any rutting rodents here. But you can buy pretty much anything else you can think of. As much as I admire the DIY attitude, your time is too precious to DI all Y.
I think I understand you. But my tracking skills are useless here. Point me in the right direction?
I don't think he would appreciate disposable canteens. Handmade.
Handmade soap will free up some of your time. And trying out new scents is fun.
Yeah. At a Switch 2 launch. Oh, which hi, Sleepy Giant. Hello. I hope you guys have fun.
Well, I had a feeling you wanted me to bathe between expeditions. But if that means my freed up time gets spent in closer proximity to you, then I'm open to it.
Maybe you can show me what the armadillos get up to in their spare time.
Not sure your skin is thick enough for that.
Oh, he's in the line, but he's somewhere down. I see. We're doing, like, post-game stuff. There's no deadlines anymore. I don't need to, like, make any potions, really. I'm literally just romancing everybody. That's what I'm doing right now. Korsak drifts through the throngs. He manages to avoid bumping into anyone, despite having his eyes on the wares. At first, he seems genuinely intrigued by the items on display. There's even a ghillie suit for sale. But on inspection, the ghillie suit is made entirely of synthetic materials. The birdhouses are small and made of plastic. The journals are flimsy and unsuitable for outdoor conditions.
Given how receptive consumers were to my sustainable potions, I had assumed local businesses would be more ecologically responsible. I thought Raftons recognized how precious this environment is. I thought they cared.
Well, they do care, but they care about convenience more.
But it seems convenience and thrift eclipse all other concerns.
It can't be all that bad. I mean, there's vegan ice cream.
Just the one flavor, though.
Yeah, thanks, Anubia.
Really drives home the point. I'm as much an outlier here as I ever was. And I don't have much hope Baptiste's social mixer will be the thing to change that.
You belong here as much as anybody does, Korsak. Don't give up on finding your pack.
Maybe we're a pack of two. Maybe that's plenty. For now, though, I gotta get ready for that expedition. Don't worry, I'll come back after it's done. Even if there's a part of me that just wants to keep on walking.
Korsak feels like an outcast. He obviously craves more human connections. Can I help him make the most of that upcoming party?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have both of these too. I don't remember if I have more tolerance potions. Hi, Jama. There we go.
Sylvia, do I have a
That was a
rave review
sound.
for you? Those potions you gave me were everything. Like a cure for stage fright, writer's block, and the blues all at once.
I'm glad you're feeling a little better.
More than a little. To be honest, I'm feeling inspired all over again, and not a minute too soon. I was way too quick to give up on writing. That's obvious to me now. Between the faith you've shown in me, and an interaction I just had with a few new fans.
Did they ask for your autograph? Although, you must be kind of used to that by now.
It's true. I've signed a lot of autographs in my day. And the longer I'm in Rafta, the more people figure out that Sid and Sidriel are one and the same. So when I got to my busking corner earlier, and a small group of people had gathered around, I assumed they'd figured it out. That they were there to see international pop star Sidriel. But they were there to see me. The real me. Sid. The humble bard. With the song about an everyday hero. I guess one of them had been in the audience the night I debuted my new song. It made such an impression on her, she brought her friends along to see me play.
Aw.
Sid, that's awesome.
Yeah, it felt pretty awesome, to be honest. They didn't ask me to play the crowd pleasers, they didn't request the hits. They didn't even ask for my autograph. They were there for my music. And when the performance was over, they promised to come back for more.
I'm not surprised. You're so talented, Sid.
Thanks. But we both know I'm taking a risk here. It's scary, making big changes at this stage in my career. I've been so afraid of taking the wrong step that I basically stopped moving altogether. talking to those people, playing my music for them on the side of the road. It was exactly what I needed. It was a reminder that I should be brave enough to follow my instincts. A lot of people won't get what I'm trying to do, and that's okay, because the ones who do, they're the ones I'm writing for, Sylvia. The people who need to see themselves reflected in art.
The bard of the common folk, huh? I like that.
I like it too. Quite a bit. Say, you want to get out of here? Let's stretch our legs.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go somewhere nice and quiet where we can smooch. But also, this is very sweet, and I'm very glad because it takes a lot of effort and a lot of like courage too to like put out a song like that, you know? And like I work in a recording studio, right? So I see and I work with these kids all the time that they're nervous about like their first song that they write, and you can really see a lot of their growth when they finally have a song out there and they're like, wow, I did that. So like Zid making her own song and not like having a song made for her is really cool.
So how's it feel being a singer-songwriter?
Well, it feels pretty great at the moment. I've still got a lot of work ahead of me, though.
You're off to a good start.
Thanks. Although I can't take all the credit for that. And I have a confession to make. Syl, the subject of my ballad, it's you.
Oh.
What? Really?
I thought you might have guessed by now. I mean, when I asked you who I should write about, you suggested an underdog. And you're the scrappiest underdog I know. Here, I'll sing you a few bars.
The odds were against her, yeah, right from the start. She had next to nothing, just love for her art. She had no great powers, just her natural charm. The patrons were dazzled, curmudgeons disarmed. Fear, though, would find her, and not at her will. She doubted her prowess, she doubted her skill. She had allies, and one steadfast friend. A flower with a voice, as bright as a wren. The challenges came, but none found her lacking. She settled her debts, she sent rivals packing. And when the sun rose on her final contest, she smirked at her foes. She wasn't impressed, her courage ablaze, her heart full of love. She faced every challenge, she rose above.
Oh, that
There's
was
a little
so
bit more,
cool.
but you get the idea.
That was good.
Wow, Sid, I'm so flattered.
X.
You've really been paying attention, haven't you?
I told you before, Syl. You inspire me. I meant that literally. Listen, I'm surrounded by so-called heroes all day, every day, and a lot of them are genuinely heroic. But they're not exactly toiling away without recognition. Praise and glory are baked into the gig. And then I looked at you, at all you've accomplished in your short time here. And I thought, there's an unsung hero. There's someone who deserves some recognition. I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything. I just thought your story might inspire others the way it inspired me.
My situation has been so stressful. I'm not sure I ever thought of it as inspirational.
A real hero wouldn't, though, would they? I'm glad to be able to share the success with you, Sylvia. And what's more, I'm immensely proud to be your girl.
Some would say you have the best seats in the house. But hey, when do I get to hear the rest of the song?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure it's totally finished. I mean, we don't know yet how your story ends.
Wow, that's some pressure. I guess I'd better stick the landing.
I have faith in you. But whatever happens, I'll be right there with you. And I'll be singing your praises to the very end.
Well, why don't you come over here then? And I'll really give you something to sing about.
What? Ah! Encore! Encore! You have reached a max relationship with Zid. Except there's more! Yeah, there's more!
Hey, VIP! I'm glad you made it. I go on stage in a few minutes. And I wouldn't say no to a lucky kiss.
Oh, you got it.
You must be nervous. There are a lot of people here.
Believe it or not, the larger crowds are less intimidating. The audience sort of becomes part of the scenery. Besides, I'm just the opening act today. It's great exposure, but I know most of these people are here for the headliners.
As they talk, Sylvia notices a couple of teenagers standing at the barricades. They're clearly hoping to be seen.
Let's go say hi.
The kids squeal with pleasure at being acknowledged, then bashful they ask for an autograph. From Sylvia.
Sure?
Sylvia scribbles her name on their napkins, wishing her signature was a bit more legible. The teens thank her without meeting her eyes, then scurry away.
What was that about?
You'd better get used to it, Syl. You're famous. And I gotta say, dating a celebrity is quite a rush.
Sorry, I'm not trying to come for your spotlight.
Spotlight's big enough for two. But real talk, how are you feeling about all the attention? I know you didn't go looking for it.
It's a lot. But I probably should have realized trouncing Robin would make waves. You want to know the weirdest part? Lately, whenever anybody compliments one of my potions, I find myself doubting them, like they're just buying into the hype or trying to butter me up. It's almost like winning the competition made me less confident instead of more.
You know what? I can totally relate to that. Praise can be hard to accept. And you're a scrapper, Sylvia. You're used to being your own greatest advocate because you had to be. You're also an artist, which means no matter how well you do, you know you've got to keep innovating. The last thing you want is to stagnate, or to sing the same thing over and over. Sorry, sort of slipped back into talking about myself there.
That's okay. I could use your advice, actually.
Well, the first thing I'd say is enjoy it. Fame is fleeting, as you taught Robin the hard way. And any perks that come with celebrity have an expiration date. So if somebody wants to upgrade your table at a restaurant, or send you free samples of cute clothes, live it up.
I wonder if I could get a ramen endorsement.
It is our favorite food, as we've learned.
Last thing I'll say is this. Hold on to your friends. From here on out, anybody you meet, you're gonna wonder if they have an angle. Genuine connection is going to be harder than ever. You remember how I didn't tell you who I was at first? Because of that, when you were kind to me, I knew it was genuine.
If you're saying that I should keep you close, then I've already got that covered. I have absolutely no intention of letting you go. I mean, I'm dating a superstar. How great is that?
It's very great. I can attest to that personally now. And how rad is it that we're on the upswing together?
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I gotta get out there. The show's not gonna open itself.
I'll be cheering from the front row.
Yeah, break a leg.
The one thing's for sure, Syl. This night, it's a total career highlight.
Aw, that was so cute. All right, Corsac buddy. It's your turn. Fish need cuddles too. Sylvia is determined to learn Corsac's strange fishing technique, which he explains was inspired by the sounds of sea mammals. Emboldened by her apparent interest, he goes into great detail about his precise method, and he offers her feedback as she tries her best to mimic him. He even goes so far as to touch her face, helping her align her jaw properly. Coming from him, it feels like a deeply intimate gesture. And it works. To Sylvia's surprise, before the outing is over, a small fish leaps directly into her waiting palms. He's just a baby, and he's in good hands. Best hands of all, I think. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Smell me? What? Corsac? I don't have the pheromone perfume on.
Thank you for the
You
potion, Sylvia. Your instincts were right. They came in handy during the Heroes Happy Hour. Still not entirely sure why Baptiste called it that. It lasted several hours, and I witnessed a full range of emotions.
Okay, but was it fun?
I'm going to say yes. Also, no. My experience was complicated.
Well, it can't have gone as poorly as my senior prom did. Unless someone summoned an eldritch horror on the dance floor.
Not that I noticed.
Then it sounds like a successful event to me.
Good to have that perspective, I suppose. My main trouble with the event, and it won't surprise you to hear this, I found small talk all but impossible. Oh, I could ask the trivial questions just fine. But listening to the trivial answers, my mind wouldn't sit still for that. I'm sorry, Sylvia, but I can't bring myself to care what a grown man's favorite color might be.
Aww.
And when people asked about me, well, I found I couldn't keep to trivialities.
You talked about three-legged coconuts, didn't you?
Coconuts, yes, and spiny-tailed avocados, and those berries that call you rude names. Also talked about how to fight them, and how to do it without wrecking the whole forest. I talked about things I care about, Sylvia. Things of interest to me.
So you found some like-minded people, maybe?
I even talked a fair bit about you.
You better have. Don't make me wrestle coconuts for your attention.
That is a particular fantasy of mine, actually. Anyway. Some people evidently took me for a real downer. They made excuses to step away, and they never found their way back to my vicinity. A few scoffed at me when they thought they were out of earshot.
I'm sorry. I've been there, and it's hurtful.
But why focus on the ones who left? Because the ones who stayed, Sylvia, they stayed because they were genuinely interested in what I had to say. I've never been one to chase approval, but finding it feels good. And it's not just approval, really. It's this sense that I belong here. This feeling of community.
Sounds like the lone wolf found his pack.
You might be right. Some of us are even getting together next week to discuss sustainability measures the guild could adopt.
Oh, excellent!
Looking forward to that. Right now, though, it's just you and me. And I like that too. Come on, let's prowl.
Hi, Kench.
You're suddenly very quiet.
Well, just because a person isn't afraid to talk, doesn't mean he can't enjoy the silence.
I've never been a fan of silence. It makes me nervous.
And I've never been a fan of chatter for the sake of chatter. Saying that, it might sound like I'm grasping for superiority of some kind. It's not that I mean to set myself apart from people. I'm not trying to be distant or unfriendly. But the truth is my hesitation around social interactions. It's always been about one thing: fear. I was afraid people wouldn't understand me. Afraid they wouldn't care about any of the things I cared about.
I'm glad you're getting past those fears.
I have you to thank for that. You never hesitated to join in on my hobbies. You never made me feel bad for rambling about my offbeat preoccupations. You expressed interest in what I had to say, and that helped me see that others might be interested too.
Even in the poop journal?
And I haven't forgotten that this whole hero turn was your idea. Even when I was antagonizing you, you were listening to me, hearing me even then.
I can't take all the credit. You've put a lot of effort into, well, making an effort. And you've done all that while staying true to who you are.
We can agree on that. Whatever changes I've made, I'm still that same odd duck. I'm just a less lonely version of who I was all along.
That's a good thing, because there's enough typical to go around.
You're not so typical yourself, really. Of all the many marvels on this island, you're the most extraordinary creature I've come across.
Aww.
We're very different people, Sylvia. I suspect we always will be. But there's a common ground between us. A trail that you blazed with your wit, your compassion, and your fearlessness. If I'm ever silent in your presence, it's most likely because I'm struck dumb with awe.
Wow, I don't even know what to say right now.
Then don't say anything, my coconut. Let's just be here, in this moment, alone together.
Alright, lessons from nature. Draw a card, raise interest by 10, gain 3 shield. But wait, there's more!
Grateful you've joined us today, Sylvia. The inaugural meeting of the Rafter Slime Watching Society wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh my god, Slime Watching Society?
I don't know if I'm totally qualified, but it's nice to be included.
Say yeah, let's be alone together, yeah!
And listen, don't worry about the lack of attendance. I'm sure other people will join your club eventually.
Oh, I'm sure people will show up, actually.
Oh, didn't I tell you, Coconut? Society's off to a fine start. In fact, Baptiste says it's the guild's second most popular club after badminton. And he made badminton mandatory, so I'm not sure that should count.
Wait, are you serious? Where is everyone?
In ghillie suits. I bet you they're all in ghillie suits.
Am I late? Did they already leave? Were there free snacks?
They're here, Sylvia. They're a stealthy lot, that's all. Favrio the Furtive's crouched in the tall grasses over there. Ninja Caden is up a tree. Pretty sure Paisley the Picaroon is here too, but I haven't clocked her yet. It was her job to bring the snacks. She's not terribly reliable, though.
At the insult, a nearby hedge trembles with indignation.
Clocked her.
You did that on purpose, didn't you? A series of trilling whistles issues from nearby.
That's Caden. Says there's a metallic slime due east.
You understood that?
Another series of whistles.
Caden says to please be quiet. Seems we scared off the little dollop.
Got it. Stealth mode? Starting now.
Sylvia, new to slime watching, decides to take her cues from Corsac. He stands still and watches the landscape, so she does the same. After that, he stands still and watches the landscape some more. Sylvia's back starts to hurt. She begins to sweat. How can standing still feel so physically taxing? There's a whistle from nearby. It sounds a little agitated.
What did they say?
Oh, nothing.
What? You're lying. Were they whistling smack about me?
Caden's just wondering if you could breathe more quietly. Says you sound like a wildebeest.
Alright, I'm not cut out for this.
Ouch. But I assume you mean wildebeest?
No, wildebeest.
Nah, wildebeest's notoriously loud. Makes this sort of loathsome, rasping snort.
Wow, they fit a lot of offensive detail into a couple of whistles.
I shouldn't stand for it, right? Seems like I should say something in your defense on account of our relationship. Don't want to presume, however.
You know what? It's fine. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody that I'm not cut out for this. I only said yes because, well...
Because you thought everybody else would say no. I appreciate it, Sylvia, I surely do. Seems you don't have to worry so much, though. I really did find a few kindred spirits.
Hey, as long as you don't go replacing me entirely, Mr. Popular.
Perish the thought. You'll always be my coconut.
Aw.
And everybody knows you don't put 2 3-legged coconuts together. That's a recipe for carnage.
Sure.
And for what it's worth, you're the only one I trust with my poop journal.
I want to say that isn't the compliment you think it is, but I'm weirdly moved by it.
No, it's very intimate, the poop journal.
Then you're taking it in the spirit it's intended. Now come on, I'll walk you back. Maybe we'll spot some interesting slimes on the way. Or maybe not. That'd be just fine too.
All right, well, we did it. The only ones that are left are Finn and Baptiste. And Finn has a long way to go. So you know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Finn, yes, stay right there, buddy. This is enough. All right. Well, gang, this is it. This is it for Potionomics. This game was incredibly fun. You know, even with my poor math skills, it was really satisfying once, you know, we actually got going. We got to romance so many NPCs. All of their stories were really like insightful. They had good things to say. They had a lot of different perspectives too that I really enjoyed. I have to say though, like the biggest thing for this game was the voice acting. The voice acting, superb, fucking amazing. Yeah. Mugtuck is still the best though. Just putting that out there. Mugtuck, still the best. But all right, guys, I'm calling it quits here for tonight. I love you all very, very much. Thank you for hanging out and for being here throughout, you know, us playing Potionomics. I'm looking forward to the next games, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, gamers. Bye.